I wish all of you a great day. We have been doing playing with numbers for the past 2 weeks. And today we have reached to the climax of this chapter. That is, we are going to learn the last session of this particular chapter. In this session, we are going to learn about the properties of HCF and LCM of given numbers, followed by the last exercise, that is exercise 2.8. So first we begin with properties of HCF and LCM of given numbers. Now in the previous chapters, just as we had properties of whole numbers, we have learned the properties of integers. So we are also going to deal with properties of HCF and LCM in this session. The first property, let's start with the first property. Okay, the first property says, if one number is a factor of the other, if one number is a factor of the other, now you all are familiar with the word factor, then the smaller number is the HCF and the larger number is their LCM. Now take the example of 5 and 45. Now according to this factor, that means, now here what is the first sentence? If one number is a factor of the other, that means 5 is a factor of 45. That means 45 is there in the table of 5. Okay, this is the meaning of factor. So if one number is a factor of the other number, then the smaller of the two, which is the smaller one? 5. So 5 will be the HCF, and which is the bigger one? 45. The larger one becomes the LCM. Okay. Taking the example of second, say example of 8 and 80. Now you tell me what will be the HCF? Yes, 8 will be the HCF and LCM will be 80. But yes, condition is the first number should be the factor of the other number. Okay, this is a special condition for this. So suppose if you get such numbers in fill in the blanks. And so first thing what you have to do is observe the numbers. If the first number is a factor of the other number, so smaller one becomes the HCF and larger number becomes the LCM. Okay, so this one is your first factor, first property. Okay, the second property says the HCF of given numbers cannot be greater than any of the numbers given. For example, take the example of this. Like here in 5 and 45, 5 was the HCF. So 5 cannot be greater than any of it. Can be equal, but HCF is never greater than the two numbers which are given. It may be equal but not greater. Okay, so this is the second property. The third property says the LCM of the given numbers is always greater than any of the numbers given. So here again, the LCM may be equal. Like here it is equal to, like 45 is the LCM. So it can be equal, but LCM is never less than the given two numbers. So in short, the HCF is always greater than the given two numbers and LCM is always more than the given two numbers. This is the third property. The fourth property says the HCF of two co-prime numbers is always 1. This we have seen in one of the exercise. The HCF of two co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers, I again repeat, co-prime numbers are those numbers which do not have any common factor except 1. Very good. So the HCF of two co-prime numbers is always 1 and the LCM of two co-prime numbers is the product of the given two numbers. Let me take an example of two co-primes here. The example is 3 and 16 here. See, 3 is not a factor of 16. So when you take the factors of both, you will not get any common factor except 1. करेक्ट. 3 का we will get 1 and 3 and 16 का factor you will get 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. You will not get any other common factor apart from 1. So 3 and 16, here I have taken one example of coprimes. In such case, their HCF is 1 and their LCM is the product of the given numbers. That means 16 threes will become 48. Okay, I repeat, HCF of coprime number is always 1 and the LCM of such coprime numbers is the product of the given two numbers. Here the LCM will become 48, that is 16 threes. Okay, the fifth one is the HCF of the given number is always the factor of their LCM. What does this mean? Okay, the HCF of the given number is always the factor of their LCM. Let me take the example of say 16 and 48. Now here, see 16 is the factor of 48. So in this HCF is 16 according to the first property. So HCF is 16 and LCM is the greater one, that is 48, and we know that 16 is a factor of 48. So this is true for all cases. So if you get the HCF of two numbers, that HCF will always be the factor of the LCM of the given two numbers. This is your fifth property. Now sixth is a very very important property and exercise 2.8 is based on that property. So let's see what is your sixth property. Sixth property says the product of the HCF and LCM of two numbers is equal to the product of the two numbers. This is the formula. HCF multiplied by LCM is equal to first number multiplied by second number. Okay. Now suppose if you want to find the HCF, if the sum is that find the HCF, and that is the HCF first number and the second number will be given, you have to find the LCM. Suppose if you want to find out this, so what will be the formula? The formula will be first number multiplied by second number upon, see according to this, so first number multiplied by second number and we want to find the LCM, so upon HCF. Okay, this two becomes a product and the number with LCM will go down, will become the denominator. Now if LCM first number and second number is given and we have to find out the HCF. So again as per this, what will be the rule? First number multiplied by second number. Now here it was upon HCF because we wanted to find out LCM. Now we want to find out HCF. So your denominator will be, very good, LCM. This is the formula that you have to use. Now suppose LCM is given, HCF is given and one of the numbers is given. That is the first number which we also called as one number. So second number will be, see here, second number. Now we have to find out second number. So what will be the formula? HCF multiplied by LCM. This two will be given upon first number. Because second number we have to find out. Okay. And suppose if LCM, HCF and second number is given and we have to find out the first number or one number. That time the formula will be HCF multiplied by LCM upon, now first number will be given, so upon second number. Okay. Yes, the first number will be, suppose first number will be given, so second number will be given. So we will find out by this formula. So remember, the sixth property is very very important. HCF multiplied by LCM is always equal to the product of the two numbers. So if you have to find out LCM, the formula will be first number multiplied by second number upon HCF. If you want to find the HCF, the formula will be first number multiplied by second number upon LCM. If you want to find the second number, the formula will be HCF multiplied by LCM upon first number. And if you want to find out the first number, it will be HCF multiplied by LCM upon second number. So this was your sixth property. Now based on this property, we will soon begin exercise 2.8. So click on the next video to learn more.